Assalamualaikum everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video. This tag was from the sister PeacefulHijabi. I'll post her channel down below. She has a really good channel, mashallah. Okay, so let's get started. First question is, when did you convert to Islam? I converted to Islam in May 2010. Why did you convert to Islam? Because I used to be a Christian and I had no idea about anything in my religion. I just lived day by day just to live, basically. I was not religious. I never went to church. I didn't do anything. And then when I met my husband, he started asking me questions about Christianity, and I'm like, I didn't know what to tell him. I would just like say, I don't know. And just like, I felt so like, how don't I know these things? I should know. And so I knew he was Muslim, and I started researching about it on the computer, and then I started asking him questions, and he answered me, and I went to the masjid, and I just loved it so much. I felt so at peace. Everybody was so nice, and I understood everything. Everything was well explained, and I felt like it was the right thing to do. So that's why I converted to Islam. So number 3, what did your parents think? My mom, she was like, "You are being brainwashed. People don't change religions overnight." And she was just, upset for a while. Question number 4, do they treat you differently? She treated me differently in the beginning, but then, everything went back to normal with her. Now we're okay. Everything is fine. Alhamdulillah. Did your parents or any other family members convert? No. Sadly, no. I am working on my cousin, because my mom refuses to listen to me, and my brothers and sisters, they refuse to listen also. So I'm trying to talk to my cousin, see if she is willing to learn. So inshallah, Allah will make it easy for me, and inshallah, Allah will guide them as well. What was the hardest transition? The hardest transition, I don't know. Everything was just a breeze. I don't think that I had any problems with anything. Hijab was easy. I just put it on and didn't take it off. I gave up pork really, really fast. I just stopped. Even before I became Muslim, I stopped eating pork. My husband wouldn't let me eat anything that was pork, and then he started telling me about all the nasty things that pork does to the body and stuff like that. I just got disgusted. I stopped eating it. Not really a big drinker, so it was like it didn't even happen. And everything was just a breeze. So alhamdulillah, Allah made it easy for me. What was the easiest? The easiest, I'd say, well, it's between hijab and leaving pork, because they were both just easy, and I just stopped, and it was a big difference or anything like that. And okay, do you wear hijab? Yes. Was it hard to wear the hijab? No. Do you pray your 5 daily prayers? Alhamdulillah. Was it hard to learn Arabic for the prayers? Yes. It was very, very hard. It took me a long time, but alhamdulillah, I have it down packed already. I still want to learn more stories of the Quran. I want to work on learning the prayer in English, so that way when I'm praying, I can understand what I'm saying as well. So inshallah, that's what I'll be working on. Do you ever feel like people look at you different? Now that I live in Florida, yes. When I was living in my hometown, no, because there was a lot of Muslims over there. But now that I live in Florida, I've seen the big difference in the way people look at you and stuff like that. The racism. Do you ever feel the need to prove 9/11 was not your fault? No. I was not even in the country when that happened. I was in Puerto Rico. And I didn't find out what happened until I came over here, which is sad. But I didn't even know what 9/11 was until I came over here like a year later or something like that. It's really sad. Did anyone ever attack you? No, not that I can remember, no. Nobody has ever attacked me. Alhamdulillah. Has anyone ever said anything to you? No. They said it to my husband. Like, when we first came down to Florida, he got this job, and I would go in and help him out because it was at a pizzeria, so I would help him make the pizzas and stuff like that. And, like, I did that for like a week, and then the guy that was working there, the owner of the store, he told him that people were beginning to feel uneasy with me being there. So I had to stop going. So I stopped. I was upset. But, alhamdulillah, he has a better job now, and he doesn't have to worry about that. So, alhamdulillah. Do you regret being Muslim? No, not at all. If you could go back, would you not be Muslim? No. If I could go back, I would be Muslim sooner. What's your favorite thing about Islam? I love how in Islam, Allah's mercy is so well explained. Like, Allah is merciful to everybody, so I cannot say that my favorite thing about Islam is Allah's mercy, because it's not about Islam. Allah is merciful to everyone. But I love how it's explained in Islam. In Christianity, and I guess other religions, I don't know, it's not really explained, and I just love how everyone is so nice, and everything is just wonderful. So yeah. What is the hardest thing for you to do as a Muslim? What is the hardest thing for you to do as a Muslim? The hardest thing to do as a Muslim? I don't know. I guess the hardest thing that I would say that for me is like I smile too much. So the hardest thing for me to do is not smile, because some people get the wrong impressions when you smile at them. Like, I have no problem not smiling at the women and at children and stuff like that, but when it comes to men, I have a problem with smiling, because men tend to take a woman's smile wrong and stuff. So the hardest thing I struggle with is just not smiling at people when there's a conversation. Like, if I'm with my husband at a store and they're having a conversation and then they ask me something, it's very hard for me to keep a straight face and not smile at them. Okay. How do you think we as Muslims can change about, how do you think we as new Muslims can change about our ummah and show that we are peaceful, loving, and want to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? As new Muslims, I think that we should all just be kind to people and nice. Show everybody that we're peaceful people and we're just like everybody else. Just because we're covered and we are not spontaneous or like cursing all out loud and dancing in the clubs and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that we're like different people, boring and mean or anything like that. We're the same as everybody else. And we just need to show that to people, and so that way people won't be so scared to come to Islam. Because a lot of people think wrong, and they think that we're all terrorists, or that men beat their wives, and all this stuff. And what they don't realize is that there's bad people in every religion, and every culture, and everything. And just because, it's like, okay, you see a Christian man coming home drunk and beating his wife. Nobody says anything. But if you see a Muslim guy come home and beat his wife, then every Muslim is bad. They all beat their wives. It's not true, you know. There's bad people in every religion and every culture, and that's what we need to show everybody, that we're not any different. We don't do anything to harm others. All that we are, everything that Islam teaches us is to be peaceful, loving, caring, and to worship Allah so we can, inshallah, reach Jannah one day. And yeah, so that's it for all the questions. I tagged all of you ladies that watched this, and Assalamu alaikum.